A 1-ton iron block was tied to the man's feet. Then, the criminals threw the block into the sea. The immense weight instantly dragged him underwater. Fortunately, he reacted quickly and grabbed onto the railing of a yacht. However, the criminals didn't give him a chance to climb aboard. They immediately started the yacht and accelerated to maximum speed. At this point, Jimmy couldn't hold on any longer. The combined force of the iron block's weight and the water's resistance immediately pulled him to the bottom of the sea. To survive, he had to remove the iron chain from his feet, but it was impossible to do so with his bare hands. Luckily, his gun had also sunk to the bottom, but it was 10 meters away from him. He had no choice but to drag the heavy iron block and slowly move forward. Just as he was about to suffocate, he finally reached the gun. He immediately shot and broke the iron chain, freeing himself from the restraints and swimming to the surface. Although his life was no longer in danger, Jimmy was exhausted. Without rescue, he would still sink to the bottom of the sea. At that moment, a yacht passed by, and Jimmy finally saw hope. However, instead of rescuing him, the people on board wanted to record his pathetic state and mock him. Fortunately, they were just playing a joke on Jimmy. After teasing him for a while, they finally pulled him on board. What Jimmy didn't know was that his wife had also been captured by the criminals. They were forcing the woman to search for treasure in a cave. Every minute, a massive water jet would shoot out from the cave. If she couldn't get down in time, her life would be in danger. Eventually, Lisa safely reached the cave, but the criminals suddenly threw down the rope that was tied to her. They forced her to dive to the bottom of the water to find the treasure. Otherwise, they wouldn't pull her back up. To survive, Lisa had no choice but to comply. Unexpectedly, she actually discovered the treasure at the bottom of the water. Before she could even feel happy about it, a sudden rush of water appeared. She had to keep swimming downward and tie the rope to a rock. When the water flow reached her, Lisa held onto the rope tightly to avoid being swept away. However, the treasure chest beside her was scattered by the water flow. In an instant, a water column gushed out from the cave opening, and a large amount of gold was also flushed out.